The restoration of Portumna Castle has involved painstaking reconstruction based on architectural and archaeological investigations of the ruin. The roof was reconstructed to prevent any further weather damage. The pair of fine stone chimney stacks, which each weigh as much as the average modern house, were raised again. Alterations have been discreet to avoid making any statements that cannot be substantiated by historic evidence. Unusually too, there are scant contemporaneous accounts. We can conclude, however, that the architects of Portumna Castle, built before 1618, brought together the influences of European palazzo, those of the Elizabethan country house, as well as the more military-minded Irish tower house. By extrapolating from these influences, by examination of structures of a similar nature which survive in Ireland and Britain to this day, and availing of scant accounts of Portumna Castle which precede its destruction, we have produced this model of what the Earl of Clanrickarde's courtiers and tenants might have experienced on a visit to the castle's Great Hall. Louise Beaufort, a visitor to the castle in 1808, described,
"Before it a flagged sort of terrace, to which you must mount by several steps. There is a ponderous carved door and a huge stone staircase.
Keen to silence any questioning of the Clanrickarde's claim to its lands, the Great Hall and its offices echoed the medieval arrangement of hall and screens. These screens may have had a practical purpose in keeping the considerable draughts in such a structure at bay.
We entered a capacious hall. An ornamented screen had been begun of carved wood to separate the doorway and keep off any wind from the fireplace.
The centrepiece of the hall is the fireplace, most likely constructed in Kilkenny limestone, polished to a marble finish.
And a piece of sculpture above it of 3 figures nearly as large as life, representing faith, hope and charity.
While Clanrickarde proved to be a rare visitor to his Irish residence, preferring to remain in his English base, the purpose of the Great Hall was to impress the visitor with the standing and the antiquity of the Burke family as Earls of Connaught, combining the dual status of English lord and medieval Irish chieftain. Despite the medieval characteristics of the Great Hall and the defensive Irish bawn walls surrounding the castle, establishing this as a clearly colonial enterprise, the intervening Renaissance gardens were intended to have a more moderating influence by locating the project in a broader, European-wide civilization.